Hi, welcome to Classic Car Cave. Unfortunately, it's not really much of an update on the car itself or the projects, but there is some bits. What I wanted to do this video for was about 24 hours ago I had a massive issue or a shock, and it was down to me. It was down to my own stupidity or not paying attention. And basically what happened was I was down at the Interspa, the famous Interspa, where I've had problems before, I have to say. And somehow I paid for some bits and pieces, some groceries, and somehow the wallet I had in my pocket just fell out. I guess it fell out, and that's where it came out. It wasn't until I got home with the shopping that I realised my wallet was missing. So that was around about so it was a little bit longer than 24 hours, but it was about 5:30, something like that. And then I put everything away, and then I realised my wallet wasn't there, and then it was a massive panic to rush back to the store. I went in, spoke to the reception area, and they had nothing handed in. They phoned around a few people, and the lady that actually served me said, "No, I remember you putting the wallet in, but I obviously hadn't put it in correctly, or maybe when I bent down to put the shopping bag into the car, I bent over and maybe it fell out then. I don't know, but I didn't hear anything." So you can imagine it's a horrible feeling, because your whole life's in these wallets, and this is the wallet here. This is the good news, and this is the reason I want to put this up. Is the person that handed this in won't watch this video, I'm absolutely sure, but I just want to say thank you to anybody that has the decency to do something like that. Now, I didn't expect to get the wallet back, even though Austria is a very law-abiding country and people are really decent. I'm not saying they aren't anywhere. There's good and bad in everybody, let's face it. But I certainly don't expect it to get the money back in it. So basically the story was then, I called my wife and said, you know, what should we do? You know, should we cancel the cards? But the problem was everything was in it. My car registration, my driving license, my visa for being in Austria, my whole life basically. You know how it is with wallets. So I would have had to go to report it, because I would have needed something to cover me for driving up to Vienna tomorrow. And so on and so forth. So I went to the police station, and they had a huge box outside, and it's a lost and found box. So the police came out, and I explained what had happened, that I'd lost my wallet. It wasn't stolen, I'd lost it, but couldn't find it. And they said, well, people often drop things in here, but we don't have the key. They have it in the council townhouse, and you can check with them tomorrow. As I said, this was all yesterday. So before that, I'd gone back down to the store an hour or so later just to double check that nothing. I even took a flashlight and looked inside all the bins. I don't know what people must have made of that, thinking, what's this old geezer looking in these bins for? But I thought maybe somebody had maybe found it, pulled the money out, thrown it in the bin. There is no video surveillance there, so nothing like that was. So I sat all last night with my gut wrenching, thinking about, and it wasn't so much the money in it. It was about 180 euros. And I'm not being flippant, but that wasn't the least of importance. The important thing is all the other stuff that was in it, all my documents, my medical cards, my private medical cards. It just goes on and on and on. So my blood pressure was going through the roof, and I was, it's a horrible feeling. I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but it's terrible. It's right in the pit of your stomach. But this morning at 8:30, we got a call saying that the wallet had been found and it had been handed in. It'd been handed in anonymously, because I asked, do you have the person's name that handed it in? They said no, it'd been put into the lost and found box, which is there 24 hours a day, which is, I think, a good thing. Some people might not be very happy, regardless of whether they've done anything against the law, are not very happy taking it into a police station, getting questioned. Whereas if you have a lost and found outside or somewhere, you know. Anyway, so they called me and said, yes, we have your wallet. So I raced down there, opened it up. It was exactly, every penny was in there, every card, everything. It'd been obviously found sometime last night, because it was after they'd closed that I think they sorted it out, or it might have been first thing this morning. I mean, I don't know what time they opened. It must have been 8 o'clock maybe. Anyway, bottom line is I got it back, and on the same shelf there was a woman's purse, a sort of pinky mauvey colour, that was sitting on the same shelf as mine. So somebody else is going to get some good news today. But honestly, the relief, unbelievable. I mean, yeah. Okay, on top of that, I got some extra other good news. Is a good friend of mine, Jeremy, that I did him and his sons, or their car, their Mini from, the convertible. They're coming over to have 2 or 3 days in Vienna, I think, coming up through Europe, and they're coming in their car. And he's bringing a few bits and pieces with him for me, which is brilliant. He called me and asked. And the good thing is he's also going to take the tonneau cover and the bow for the XK with 150 back with him to send from the UK up to Jonathan, which is a brilliant bit of news. And as I say, he's bringing some stuff for the Mini with him, a small package, but it's just getting it backwards and forwards, which is a pain. But this really has renewed my faith, because I'm of that generation where I think, oh, I haven't said anything about the Jaguar advert because it just beggars belief. But anyway, we're just of that situation with all this wokeness and this, that, and the next thing, and this LGBT crap and nonsense. I mean, it's just so much nonsense. There's so many more problems we've got in the world with free speech and what's going on generally around the world. All this other nonsense seems to be getting in the way of it. I don't know. I wonder sometimes if it's done that way to take us off the track, off the scent. Anyway, that's another story. But whoever the person was, I just want to thank so much that there are people that are decent and have respect, just thoroughly decent people. Not everybody's. You can't tar everybody with the same brush. I'm sure in another situation that would have gone on, but seen the end of it, it would have been dumped, or the first thing they probably would have done is use the credit cards or try to get money on it or whatever. But yeah, it's renewed my faith and take me into Christmas with a very good frame of mind. Sorry, this is not about the cars, but I just thought I'd put it up because I'm just so relieved that I got it back. Thanks for watching, and I will definitely put the cars up next. Thanks again. Take care, everybody. Be good to each other.